Hi guys, so I am going to officially start on my sourdough starter. I'm so excited for this. You probably all know by now that I eat gluten-free. I've been gluten-free now for like 12 years or so. And I've recently realized that I can eat sourdough feeling great as long as it's just made with a few ingredients, like 3 ingredients. We actually get this bread, let me show you, from a local market, and yes, all that it has is wheat flour, sour starter, water, and salt. So it was actually Andrew's idea. He's like, let's just make our own. So I asked all of you guys for your recommendations for your sourdough recipe, whoever to follow, and pretty much everybody said Farmhouse on Boone. So I ordered the few. You really don't need much. I'm like wondering why I haven't started this yet. It's so simple, yet not, because it's like so simple as far as ingredients go, but you need to be constantly doing something to it every day. Here is the flour that she recommended, and I just realized that this was in a puddle of water. It's the Jovial one. I'll link it. I found it on Amazon in a packet too. 100% organic, easy to digest, and this is what you recommended. This is what I got. So we're gonna do a cup of this. I have a clear glass bowl and then 1 cup of filtered water. So we're mixing this with a wooden spoon, and then we're covering it with a tea towel, which I also ordered on Amazon. I'll link to these too. And then let's just start mixing it right now and I can talk. So you mix it vigorously. I've watched her YouTube video. I also read through her blog post, and you literally just mix flour and water. Ooh. And then the next day you take away half of your starter, discard half of this, and then you add in another cup of flour. And I don't know if it's another cup of water or half a cup of water. I gotta double check. And you do the same thing. And then once you get to, I think, like day 4 or 5, you you feed it twice a day, or every 12 hours versus every 24 hours. So it just kind of seems like a little fun experiment, and we are going to try it because how cool to have fresh bread. Okay, we've got a cup of flour going in, and I already measured this out, a cup of water going on top. She also said that you want it to be sitting out for this whole time as you're letting the starter develop, and you want it to be warm. Anything above 70 degrees, she said, is good. So it is hot right now, so this is perfect time to do this. And I am just gonna mix. Okay, do I mix this until I'm guessing there's just absolutely no lumps, right? How vigorously are we stirring and how much are we stirring is a question. I needed a specific. Are any of you guys toasters? Because my sister-in-law introduced the podcast to me, and I love listening to them now. And especially just the beginning parts. I don't even listen to all of their pop culture stories. I honestly just like listening to them in the beginning, but one of the sisters in the podcast is making sourdough now, and I love hearing her sourdough adventures. It's super entertaining to me. So honestly, that was something that inspired me to do this, because I was like, I can do this. I looked up one more recipe just to see what they said, and they said mix with a fork. So I'm just gonna do that just so that I get all the little bits broken up. Put this on top. And I'm going to bring it over here. Okay, I wrote down my schedule down. So it's 12:30. For the next 1, 2, 3, or so up until day 6, you're adding to your starter every 24 hours. But then on day 7, you're doing it every 12 hours. Okay, I will check back in tomorrow. Hi guys, it is the next day. My bread is back there. Not my bread, my flour and water is back there, and it's kind of thickened up. So in about an hour, I will add to it. But I got back from Trader Joe's just now, so I figured we'd do a grocery haul while we're at it. So First up, we got a watermelon. We've been loving watermelon. I saw a little hack about watermelon. They said to find one that is the most worn on the bottom, like the most brown, because that means it's the most ripe. It's been sitting there the longest. So that's what we do now. And honestly, the last one we got was really good. I got a thing of whole milk. Usually we've been getting one smaller than this, but lately the kids have been liking cereal and milk, and I've been drinking more protein shakes, and I've just been using milk. So we got the bigger one this time. Also, have I showed you guys this yet on my channel? I don't know, but this I got from Trader Joe's like a month ago, and it was $2.99, and it's been the best summer bag. We use it all the time. I got some sliced mushrooms. The girls all of a sudden love mushrooms, so we're gonna use those for something. I just realized I forgot to get, oh no, we have chicken, never mind. 1 yellow onion, 1 red onion, some bananas. Typically we just freeze these and use them, like the kids like them in smoothies or just eat them frozen. And then we always like to get one of these barbecue chicken, the frozen ones, just to have on hand for an easy meal, just to pair it with some rice. Okay, that bag is done. This I don't usually buy, but we're going to a splash pad with some friends this week, and I'm gonna bring some little mini PB&J sandwiches. So I got the buttermilk bread, and I'm gonna use like a little round cookie cutter to make them kind of like the Uncrustables. So I got that bread for that. I got some new coffee. This is the Fair Trade Organic 5 Country Blend dark roast, which I didn't see that. Usually we like a lighter roast, but we'll see how this tastes. I don't know let me know if it's good. My brothers used to have a coffee company, and they don't have it anymore, but they said the best type of coffee, you want to look for single origin, because that means it's just from one place. And I'm looking here, and this is from 5 different places, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to find like the best coffee at Trader Joe's. We typically get it at a local market now, and they have a really good organic one from Mexico that I love. I feel like Mexican coffee is one of my favorites. We have some almond flour because I'm gonna make some protein bites for the kids, for all of us. We love them. And last time I used coconut flour, but we are out of it, and Trader Joe's does not carry coconut flour, so I just got almond flour this time. This is the yogurt that we get all the time now. The kids absolutely love it. It's the organic whole milk yogurt, and it's the French vanilla kind. I just prefer getting this now instead of like the individual packs, because one, that's way more packaging that you're using, and I feel like you get way more in this, and you can just scoop out some. It's also great for lunches. You can just scoop this into whatever container you have. The freeze-dried mango, the girls like that as a little snack. And then I got myself some of the candied pecans and golden raisins to make some tuna salad. I also add celery and red onion to that. And then the girls like this chicken noodle soup, so I got 2 of these cans. And then these are so good. If you've never tried them, you have to try them. The Fruz balls, peanut butter and jelly, and then they also have the caramel chocolate peanut butter. It comes with, I think, 4 or 5. So you get a decent amount in here. They're made with dates, and Owen loves these, so it's great for him to get like kind of a nutrient-rich snack. Got a couple of these Chomps beef sticks. Here, have one of those right now. Also got a thing of applesauce. Same with the yogurt. It's nice to have it in here because I can just pour it out for them. Less packaging, and you get more. And I also save these glass jars. They're great to have on hand. Okay, more beef sticks, more Fruz balls. These are the granola bars that they like. The chocolate chip chewy coated granola, woo, wow, granola bars. I every now and then go back and forth and make my own bars, but sometimes I don't. And then the other snacks that we have, the cheddar cheese rocket crackers was Owen's pick of the day. And the mini cheese sandwich crackers were Violet's pick of the day. And then these are my favorite, the savory squares. These are new, they're gluten-free, and they're so, so yummy. You've got to try those. Okay, last bag. This is all of our produce. So we have 1 thing of strawberries, 1 thing of lettuce that I'm gonna use for like little turkey roll-ups for the girls. I like their organic hummus. And then this is the pico de gallo mild. The girls like this one because it's not very spicy, but they love salsa. Some celery. I usually get the organic celery, but it all looked bad. Like it was either brown, it just didn't look great. So I got the regular one. And then we got 2 of these organic oven roasted turkey breasts. Again, the girls really love this turkey. And then we have some of the mild salsa, 2 things of ground beef, some pineapple juice, 2 cucumbers, and we got, I think, 5 of these perfect bars. We usually get these at Costco, but we're almost out. And Owen really likes these, so it's a great thing for him to eat in the morning. And then last, some carrots. So, oh, and then we also got some cereal and potatoes that are over there. Okay, are we ready to move on to day 2 of our starter? So we're gonna do a cup of flour again and a cup of filtered water. And before I put this in, I'm gonna discard half of what is in here now so that I can feed more. Okay, so how am I gonna discard this? Just like a spoon, put it in something? Let's do it. Okay, so here's what we got. It's a little bit more pancakey like, and I actually do see like some texture throughout this. So we're going to, I'm gonna mix it up first. Let me grab like a 1/4 cup out. All right. Oh yeah, because we're adding essentially a cup or 2 cups back in. I shouldn't act like I know what I'm doing because I really don't. Okay, I just took out a 1/2 cup. Which would make sense, right? Because we added a full cup of flour. I feel like that's fine. Okay, took out some. Now let's add in the rest. Okay, cup of flour going in. And I have my water that is going in. I was reading again last night and she said, make sure you scrape down the side a lot. I'm gonna use a wooden spoon to start, just to get it all going. And then once I need to get all the lumps out, I'll go in with a fork, because I liked that yesterday when I did that. Okay, so day 2, and I'm going to adjust the time by a tad bit, because it says every 24 hours you do this, but since I started this at 12:30 in the afternoon, I was like, how am I gonna do this at 12:30 at night once I have to switch over to every 12 hours? So I'm gonna just slowly every day shift by like 30 minutes so that I can stay on track. Hopefully that doesn't mess everything up, but we shall see. I was talking to some friends about making this, and one of my friends already makes this, and she's like, you know, you can just borrow my starter. And I was like, I know, but I really just want to like experience the whole thing. So it just seems like a cool process to be able to figure out on your own. Okay, let's switch over to a fork. And honestly, this is already a lot thicker than before. So since we discarded some, this new, what we had yesterday is now gonna feed on this new flour and water. And then we're gonna do the same thing tomorrow where we take half of this out and we just keep going. Ooh, this is really an arm workout, huh? Oh, I was gonna ask you guys what you bake your bread in. I don't know if I asked that already. I already have a loaf pan, and I honestly think baking my bread in a loaf pan would be more like just easier for our family since we do a lot of sandwiches and toast. So since I have that, I want to use that. But I know ideally you use a Dutch oven. They're just so expensive. So I eventually would like to invest in one, but for now I think I might just use the loaf pan. And I have a nice loaf pan. It's like a nice cast iron one. So I don't know, let me know what you guys do. Okay, clumps are slowly coming out. What if I just poured all that out? It really does smell like pancake batter. I mean, it's just flour. Okay, so not much more to see here. I'm just gonna keep doing this, cover it back up, stick it back in the corner, and we're gonna end today's vlog here. I will see you guys though for day 3 and we'll keep going.